Honeybee Hideout, one of the most aesthetic tracks in CDGP. However, known for its difficult tree branch section and tough sticky road turns, this one can be tough to drive. Today, we are going to dive deep into the nest and show you how to play Maple 2.0. Let's get started. To start off, align your vehicle to the right of the wall and realign left towards the first ramp. Do an up trick off this ramp and land in a nosedive. Now right away we have reached the hardest part of the track, the tree branch section. For the first tree branch, land and do a slip drift to the right and drift along the right edge of the tree branch. Do not try to drive along the lower edge as it will send you off. For this turn, you want to do a mixed soft drift and hold left upon release to be aligned towards the middle left side when exiting the branch. This will allow you to stick to the road so that you are able to charge a mini turbo towards this ramp. Once reaching the leaf, do a mixed soft drift to the left. You want to aim for the top left of the ramp, then release your mini turbo and trick aiming for this section of the road. Upon landing, drift a little to the left and perform a wheelie. This will give you a good alignment for the next turn. If you fail to get a mini turbo before tricking off the ramp, trick off the ramp while keeping your drift, and release your mini turbo after you land to align for the next turn. Keep in mind to land facing towards the next turn, as if you land on too tight of an angle, the branch will send you off. Also, if you land on the lower edge of this branch, spam your hop button to recover back up. For the second branch, do a mixed soft drift along the right edge, then release and aim left to align towards the end of the branch. Same as with the first branch, do not drift too tight as you will fall off. When approaching the edge of the branch, hop and do a drift trick to the left to decrease airtime and to align you to the left side to avoid the bees. Alright, that's the hard part of the track done. For these three ramps, delay trick and land on a tail dive. When landing from the third ramp, start a slip drift and soft drift the following slope to get a mini turbo, then release towards the next ramp. A backup strat for all you spear mains is to wheelie and hold right as you land. For this next ramp, trick off of it and hold right. Once you land, perform a slip drift and get a mini turbo. Hold this mini turbo all the way until you reach the edge of the ramp, then trick off this ramp and release your mini turbo. This will send you in between the wall and the honey patch. A safer strat is to go to the left of the honey patch, which is a little slower, but you are safe from the bees killing you this way. When approaching the next ramp, trick off of it and start a drift to the right to align wide for the upcoming turn. This next turn is very sharp, so you want to do an instant drift and hold hard left, followed by a delayed soft drift for the turn after. For this next section, trick off the first ramp and perform a slip drift to the right as you land. Proceed by doing a drift trick to the right off the following ramp. Take the next turn along the grass edge and align very wide for the next sharp left turn in order to take it tight. Once aligned wide, do a chain drift and hold hard left to make the turn. For the final three ramps, trick off all of them and land in a tail dive. The second ramp here is a bit weird and you do not always get the trick. The best way to consistently get this trick is by not doing a wheelie as you approach it. Upon landing from the third ramp, do a slip drift and a mixed soft drift. Then for the last turn, you want to soft drift and chain 2 mini turbos. The last thing to mention is the first little turn on lap 2 and 3, which is done differently than lap 1. This time by hopping to the right and squeezing out a mini turbo. There is only one viable shortcut on this map, which cuts the grass before the sharp left turn. For this shortcut, start towards the left side of the first ramp and hop onto it. You then delay your trick and drift to the right in order to get minimal air. This way you can wheelie off the last ramp to land in the grass. If you happen to get a second trick, it's not the end of the world, but doing a wheelie here is best. Once you land in the grass, use your mushroom. Then as you exit the grass, instant drift hard left. This will make it so you can take the following turn very tight. Now if you have a golden mushroom, shroom off the first ramp and wheelie off of it. This will allow you to skip the second ramp. When in the pack on this tree branch section, play it very safe. Do not wheelie, take turns a little wider, try to avoid getting bumped as much as possible. If anything happens to you on these tree branches, there is a good chance that you will fall off. Even lap 2 and 3, when not in first, I recommend taking these branches a little wider because these branches are popular backspam spots. Another popular backspam spot is the last sharp left turn. This is why it is very important to align very wide for this turn so that you have a good view of all the backspams. This track, like most custom tracks, is one that you want to front run. If you are on the back lap 1, I recommend using a power item through the grass shortcut to catch up. The shock spot varies on this one as it is used in many different places. The safest bet is to chain your dodge item on the set before the shortcut lap 2 and 3 to catch up and to have a good chance at dodging the shock. However, if you see the shock holder far behind or if the shock has not been used in a long time, I recommend using your dodge item before the shock holder reaches the next item set. This is why it is very important to memorize where each and every item set is on the map to have a better time predicting the shock. And that's all for this one. Hopefully this will make your time on Honeybee Hideout a little bit sweeter. As always, if you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe for more tutorials. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.